What if I told you the only thing really standing between you and significant wealth isn't which specific business you pick,
Right.
but something, well, much more fundamental, your own commitment, your mindset.
Exactly. It's a challenging idea, isn't it?
It really is. It pushes against this narrative society often sells us.
The idea that there's like one perfect business model out there.
Yeah, the one that works best, and all you have to do is find it.
As if it's just waiting to be discovered.
Well, today we're going to dig into our sources on this. We're exploring why that conventional wisdom might actually be, well, a huge misconception, a $1 million lie, you could say.
That's a good way to put it.
We're going to uncover what seems to be a powerful truth, that success isn't really about finding some magical business. It's about applying consistent, dedicated effort to any business.
Right.
We'll look at, wildly different industries, ice cream, the stock market.
Copywriting, e-commerce, they seem worlds apart.
Totally. But we'll show how they all share this surprising kind of universal path to creating wealth.
And that's really the core question for this deep dive, isn't it?
It is.
It's less about asking, okay, which business model guarantees success, and much more about shifting the focus internally.
To yourself.
Exactly. Two, are you willing to commit consistently to make any business succeed?
That's the $1 million question.
It really is. Our goal here is to give you insights that challenge those common assumptions.
Yeah.
And hopefully offer a clearer, maybe more empowering way to think about how wealth is actually built, regardless of the specific path you choose.
Okay, let's unpack this then, because it is a big shift in perspective.
It is.
Our source material makes a really compelling argument. Lots of people spend years, literally years, searching for that elusive, perfect business model.
Yeah.
They get totally caught up in these endless debates, fixating on specifics.
Like, is drop shipping better than real estate? Is this better than that?
Exactly. Or will stocks automatically beat starting, a local ice cream shop?
Right, these comparisons that might miss the point.
And what our sources show, again and again, is this pattern. Someone, somewhere, became a millionaire selling ice cream. Simple as that. Another person built serious wealth just by flipping houses strategically.
Small deals, maybe, to start?
Right. And someone else, millions, just typing persuasive words on a screen from a laptop.
The copywriter, yeah.
And of course, countless millionaires are minted every year through Wall Street, through the financial markets.
Absolutely.
The truth that cuts across all of these examples, the shocking truth maybe, is this. Success isn't found in the business. It's found in the sustained commitment you bring to it.
And what's really insightful there, I think, is seeing that very human tendency to look for the shortcut.
Oh yeah, the magic bullet.
The golden strategy, the easy button, whatever you want to call it. We all kind of want that path of least resistance.
Sure.
But as the data from our sources shows, across all these different sectors, that search, it often becomes a huge distraction.
A distraction from what?
From the actual work, from the underlying principle. It's the sustained effort, the unwavering commitment. That's the real differentiator.
So the business model is just the vehicle.
Exactly. You still need the drive. And that comes from you.
That's a great point. And, this gets really interesting because we're not just talking about obscure or super complex industries.
No, not at all.
We're talking about businesses that might seem almost deceptively simple, maybe even overlooked, but they've proven to be incredible wealth engines.
Like the ice cream example.
Exactly. Let's take the ice cream millionaire. Think about the basics here. What is ice cream?
Milk, sugar, flavoring. Pennies to make, maybe?
Right, pennies per scoop, potentially. Yet, people happily pay $5, $10, even $20 for a premium scoop, especially in a nice spot.
Location, experience, branding.
All that. A well-run local shop can easily clear 6 figures a year. And then you look at the big guys, Baskin-Robbins, Cold Stone Creamery. They started as simple ideas, neighborhood shops.
And scaled up massively.
Into multi-million, even billion-dollar companies. The whole global ice cream industry.
Yeah.
It's worth over $70 billion today.
Wow. From milk and sugar.
It's kind of remarkable, isn't it? An industry built on such basic stuff, generating such immense value.
Yeah, it really is.
So the lesson for you, listening, is pretty clear. Even the simplest business idea.
If you approach it right.
Yeah, if you approach it with smart scaling, good systems, effective marketing, it can absolutely change your life.
No question.
Okay, but let's shift gears slightly to the keyboard millionaire.
Copywriting.
Right. The world of copywriting.
Mm-hmm.
It's fascinating because so many people underestimate the sheer power of words.
They really do. Who pays for writing?
Exactly. But think about it. Billion-dollar companies
Yeah.
absolutely depend on highly persuasive words.
Yeah.
They need them to sell their products, their services.
It's the engine of sales in many cases.
Totally. Our source mentions the legendary Gary Halbert. He famously said, if you can write a letter that makes people pull out their credit cards, you will never be broke.
Powerful statement. And still true today, maybe even more so online.
Absolutely. It's not unusual now for skilled copywriters to earn, say, $10,000, even up to $50,000.
For a single campaign.
For one sales campaign, often working from wherever they want, just with a laptop.
Amazing lifestyle potential.
But here's the surprising part, or maybe the sad part. Many people with fantastic English degrees, great writers.
They struggle financially.
Right. Because maybe they focused on academic writing or poetry, and they missed applying those incredible language skills to the art and science of persuasion.
They miss the commercial application.
Exactly.
What I find really compelling connecting these two, ice cream and copywriting, they seem so different on the surface, but both tap into really fundamental human desires, don't they?
How so?
Well, ice cream taps into our desire for enjoyment, pleasure, maybe a bit of indulgence.
Okay, makes sense.
And copywriting, it taps into our psychology, how we're influenced, how we make decisions, what persuades us.
Oh, okay. I see that.
And both use incredibly simple ingredients at their core. Milk and sugar or just words on a page.
Right.
But it's the strategic application and the consistent effort that transforms those simple ingredients into massive value.
So it makes you think.
It really encourages you, the listener, to think about your own skills. What do you already know? Or even simple observations you've made about what people want, what they need.
Could those be applied differently?
Exactly. Could they be applied differently or scaled up to create real economic value? It's a powerful question.
Definitely something to reflect on. Okay, moving on. Let's look at fields that maybe people do associate more directly with wealth building.
Like real estate.
Like real estate, the real estate mogul. Now, when we picture real estate millionaires, we often think big, right?
Yeah.
Flashy skyscrapers, huge developments.
The Donald Trump image, maybe?
Something like that. But our source material really shines a light on how most real estate fortunes actually start much smaller, much more accessibly.
How so?
Well, someone might just start by flipping a single house, learning the ropes that way.
Okay. Manageable?
Or maybe they buy a small apartment building, live in one unit, rent out the others, build equity.
Was hacking? Yeah.
Even platforms like Airbnb. They've let ordinary people turn a spare room into a serious income stream.
Democratized it, in a way.
Kind of. And the reason real estate works so consistently, why it's one of the oldest wealth-building vehicles, it's simple.
People always need a place to live.
Bingo. People always need shelter. And as the source puts it rather dryly, rent is always due.
And argue with that.
So the key insight here, many real estate millionaires didn't build vast empires. Some just got really good at spotting undervalued properties.
Buying right.
Buying right and then selling at the right time. Mastering that cycle.
Strategy over just sheer scale.
Exactly. Then there's the stock market wizard. Now, we all know the risks. People talk about losing their shirts.
And it happens. Risk is real.
It is. But the consistent truth, according to our source, is that anyone who really commits to studying the market develops serious discipline.
Discipline is key.
And sticks to a clear strategy. They absolutely can turn modest savings into millions over time. Compounding is powerful.
Look at Buffett.
Perfect example. Warren Buffett. He didn't invent some revolutionary new product.
Yeah.
He just deeply understood businesses, how they worked, how to value them. And then he invested consistently, patiently, for decades.
The long game.
The very long game. And millions of people today try to follow his principles. They read the books. They know the rules.
But only if you get truly wealthy doing it.
Right. And why is that? Our source argues it's the discipline, not just the knowledge. Discipline in executing the strategy, sticking with it through ups and downs. That's what creates the results.
Behavior over just brains.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It's a powerful thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone right now is building incredible wealth, not by inventing anything new,
But by riding the waves.
just riding the waves of companies that other people built,
Yeah.
simply by understanding and investing wisely.
Yeah. And that touches on something important where the perceived barriers to entry.
You mean thinking you need tons of money or a PhD?
Exactly. For real estate, you might assume you need massive capital. But the source shows many start small, focusing on smart deals, not just huge ones. savvy over scale, like we said,
Right.
and the stock market. Yes, it's complex. But long-term success seems to hinge more on behavioral discipline, controlling fear and greed, sticking to your plan, than just raw intelligence or predicting the next big thing.
So it keeps coming back to the person, not just the field.
It really does. The consistent theme is understand the fundamentals of whatever you choose and then apply persistent, patient effort. That seems paramount, much more than just chasing the hottest trend.
Absolutely. Okay, let's jump into the digital world now, which is so relevant today. The e-commerce empire.
Right. Online business.
It's kind of a wild thought, isn't it? You listening right now,
Yeah.
you've probably made a complete stranger rich this week.
Just by clicking buy now.
Yeah, just buying something online. Maybe you didn't even think twice about it.
Happens all the time.
Our source talks about models like drop shipping.
Or you sell stuff you don't even touch.
Exactly. The supplier ships it directly. Or Amazon FBA using Amazon's giant logistics network. Or just building your own store on Shopify.
Lots of options.
These routes have turned ordinary people into millionaires, sometimes incredibly quickly. The source mentions cases. One viral product hitting $1 million in sales in less than 30 days.
Wow. That's lightning fast.
Insane speed. But here's the catch, the paradox.
Most people fail.
Exactly.
Oh.
Despite this huge potential, most people who try e-commerce don't succeed. Why?
Chasing shiny objects.
That's a big part of it. They chase quick wins. They jump on the next trending product, hoping for that viral hit.
Instead of building a real business.
Right. They don't invest the time in building actual sustainable systems. They mistake a flash in the pan for, solid foundation. The ones who really win in e-commerce, they're not just lucky. They are relentless. Absolutely relentless in testing products, optimizing ads, scaling their operations, improving customer service, every single aspect.
It's the methodical approach again.
It's all about the systems and the constant improvement, not just finding one magic product.
And this brings us to a really critical distinction, I think. The difference between just chasing trends,
Like crypto a few years ago, or NFTs.
or maybe even some of the current hype around AI tools.
Yeah.
The difference between that and actually building robust, scalable systems.
That's the key difference.
It seems to be. And importantly, this isn't just an e-commerce thing. Our source suggests this applies everywhere.
Back to the ice cream shop.
Back to the ice cream shop. Even they need systems for inventory, staffing, marketing to scale beyond one location. Same for the copywriter who wants to build an agency.
So systems aren't unique to online business.
Not at all. The source consistently points to building these foundational systems as a universal business principle. It's what turns potential into consistent profit, no matter the field.
Okay, so let's try and pull all these threads together. We've looked at ice cream, copywriting, real estate, stocks, e-commerce. Pretty diverse paths.
It's very diverse.
What's the common denominator here? What does it all mean?
Well, the source is pretty blunt about it.
Yeah.
None of them are inherently special. No single business model is intrinsically superior to the others.
Which directly challenges that $1 million lie we started with.
Exactly. That idea that you must find the one perfect business model, the source basically calls that nonsense.
Selling ice cream isn't better than real estate. Copywriting isn't smarter than stocks. E-commerce isn't faster than long-term investing. They all can work.
They all have pathways to success.
So what our sources consistently show is that every single one of these businesses can work. If
you bring the right approach.
Right. If you bring the necessary commitment and effort. Millionaires aren't just lucky people who stumble into the right business.
No.
They are created, the source argues, because they refused to quit. They committed to learning the skills needed. They mastered persistence, pushing through the inevitable challenges.
And what's really striking is how consistent that message is across such different fields. The source makes it clear. Sustainable success isn't really about finding some unique market niche or some revolutionary product that no one's thought of. It's fundamentally about exhibiting particular behaviors. Dedication, resilience, continuous learning, discipline. Applying those reliably, strategically. That's what leads to wealth, almost regardless of the field you choose.
Okay, but if that's true, if every business can work with enough dedication, then why do so many people stay stuck? Why aren't there more millionaires?
That's the flip side, isn't it? The source digs into that too.
And what does it say? What are the reasons people fail?
Yeah.
Or just don't reach that potential?
Well, several key things come up repeatedly. First, a big one. They just give up too soon.
Impatience.
Yeah. Success often takes years of consistent effort, navigating failures along the way. It rarely happens in just a few words.
Okay, what else?
Second, they often prioritize comfort over growth. Building a successful business, it inherently requires sacrifice. It requires taking calculated risks. It means doing a lot of uncomfortable, challenging work. Not everyone's willing to do that consistently.
They want the rewards without the struggle.
Pretty much. Third, they chase trends. We touched on this. Constantly jumping.
From crypto to NFTs to AI.
Without ever really mastering anything, they lack focus and depth.
Shiny object syndrome.
Exactly. And fourth, a really crucial one, they simply don't invest enough in learning.
Learning the skills.
Learning the skills, understanding the market, studying strategy. Millionaires consistently invest time and resources in learning before they expect big returns. They learn before they earn, essentially.
Just putting it all together, success isn't really about the business itself.
No, the underlying message is crystal clear. It's profoundly about your behavior within whatever business you choose.
If we connect that to the bigger picture, these reasons for failure, they're not really external roadblocks, are they?
That's a great insight. The source frames them more as internal obstacles. They're tied directly to your mindset, your approach, your choices.
So understanding these pitfalls is like having a map.
Exactly. A map of what to avoid. It allows you, the listener, to consciously recognize these traps and make different choices. Choices for commitment, for growth, for resilience in your own journey.
Which leads us perfectly to this idea of the millionaire's mindset shift, the crucial reframe our source presents.
Right. Moving away from the common question.
Instead of asking, okay, which business out there is going to make me rich?
Which puts the power outside of yourself.
Right. The millionaire's question, the more empowering question, is fundamentally different. It's, which business am I willing to dedicate 5, maybe 10 years of my life to truly mastering?
That's a much deeper level of commitment.
It is.
Yeah.
Because here's the core insight, the final truth maybe. It doesn't actually matter that much what you choose.
Ice cream, stocks.
Copywriting, real estate, e-commerce, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What really matters is whether you commit long enough and with enough focus to see the rewards. The compounding effect of sustained effort.
Precisely. And notice, it's not just about working hard vaguely.
No.
It's about deliberate, sustained, focused effort over a significant time horizon. The source isn't asking for just brute force. It's asking for an unwavering commitment to mastery within your chosen area.
Through thick and thin.
Through thick and thin.
Yep.
Which really raises that important question for you listening right now. What are you willing to commit to? Not just for the initial excitement the first few months.
But for the long haul.
Yeah. Through the inevitable setbacks, the challenges, the moments you want to quit, what are you willing to stick with?
So as we wrap up this deep dive today, the main revelation seems pretty clear. That common idea, that $1 million lie, is that only special or unique businesses make millionaires.
But the truth is different.
The powerful truth, the shocking truth maybe, is that millionaires are created in pretty much every business you can imagine.
We've seen the examples.
Yeah, across the board. From selling simple ice cream cones to typing persuasive words. From flipping houses to flipping digital products online. Wealth is out there. It's accessible.
But maybe not where or how people initially think.
Right. And the consistent thread, the thing our source keeps emphasizing, the ultimate difference maker. It's actually pretty simple.
What is it?
The only real distinction between those who make it big and those who struggle. The successful ones just never stopped working. They never stopped iterating, learning, pushing until they found a way to make it work.
Persistence personified.
Pretty much.
Ultimately, the source really pushes us to look inward, doesn't it? To consider our own role, our own agency in this.
Yeah.
It stops being about finding the perfect business and starts being about cultivating the unwavering how you approach it.
The mindset and the behaviors.
That's exactly. So maybe the most powerful question to take away from this isn't which business is best, but how much am I willing to invest of myself, my time, my effort, my persistence to make any business truly work?
Because if you give enough.
If you give enough, if you commit fully, the source suggests you'll discover what the millionaires already seem to know. Every business works, but not everyone is willing to do the work required.
That's the core difference.
That seems to be it. Apply that powerful mindset shift to your own goals, whatever they might be, and, well, you might just unlock your own path to remarkable success.